Welcome to God with George Ortega. This is episode number 129. I'm recording it on Thursday, April 22nd at 2:28 p.m. Eastern Time. And I better get this, God, I better get this episode done. You kind of like had me not do it yesterday because I was just doing a lot and you didn't have time, I guess. So basically, yeah, it's like, this episode is supposed to air at 5 o'clock. Hopefully, I'll get it into the studio in time for that to happen. I'm very good at I don't think I've missed a time where where I didn't have an episode for them. So, all right. So let me start with thanks. Let me start with closing the window because it's a bit of a breeze coming in. It's making some noise. All right, God. Yes, God, I gotta like relate. I mean, this is something that but I'm going to thank you anyhow. And this is a story. It might be interesting to the audience also. Like, I moved into this studio apartment in '87, and when I first moved in, I was like, you know, cleaning, straightening things up, just like trying to make it as nice as possible. So like I was cleaning the doorbell buzzer thing that's like it's a plated kind of like a gold thing. And I was scrubbing it so, apparently too hard. So like I rubbed some of the paint off. And this is again, this since '87. So like it's almost 40 years. Um, and so finally, God, you had me by the paint, for it. And I was afraid to use spray paint because I was afraid of just like messing it up. It's like, but you had me buy this kind of like a tiny little bottle of oil-based gold paint because it's gold. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here, let me just like this, I gotta like fix the display on this thing. Hold on. So what there we go. All right, what I'm trying to say is that like it just took so long, and I did it. I finally painted it, and it may need a few more coats. I may want to like I've got some very fine um, steel wool that I use for like my guitar fretboard once in a while, and so like I've got like I got because now it has kind of like a home made, a kind of like a home done feeling. It doesn't seem to, you can see some of the brush marks, which I think like. I may keep it like that. It's more human. I think, I'm not sure I appreciate that aspect of our lives where something is homemade rather than, made in a factory. Not, factories make amazing things. I'm on this computer. Come on, your computer. So anyway, so like God, thank you for that. And it came out pretty nice. I mean, like it's funny. I had to like I couldn't use the paint because maybe I didn't mix it up. I shook it's a little bottle. I shook it about a minute or well, but anyway, I had to kind of like use take a safety swab. I took off the cotton part and used that as a little stirrer. So I was stirring at the bottom of the bottle where all the pigment was. And then I was using that same stirrer to apply the paint to the brush to make sure, because like otherwise when I first started, I thought it was mixed and I was like painting it like all kind of like diluted and all. So anyway, so thank you for that, God. I mean, like it took you almost 40 years, like, but it's nice to have that done. And now I've still got like the paint up there. I mean, the tape that I taped, so I didn't want to get anything on the door and, some parts of it. So I got to take that off. But, I figured I got to do this first and get this to the studio. And then, I want to do tomorrow's episode also. I don't like to rush. I should have done this earlier today. I forgot. Apologize for that, God. So, but, I appreciate you having me do this. And, all right, so what else? God, I got to do a few things today, but you want to know something? I've been feeling a little tired recently because I've been doing so much, getting things. And also, I mean, like I went into Manhattan on the 20th, and yeah, I've just been, a lot of good has been happening, a lot of good. I've been playing bass a lot. So I think, yeah, for the rest of the day, I've got to make a phone call, and maybe want to straighten up a bit, but I just want to like head out and enjoy the day, be out, yeah, just really enjoy the rest of the day, and I can do that, having completed this episode. So 22 more minutes of this, and I'm done for at least tonight. All right, God, thank you for like my meetup, my Tuesday meetups. Like it's, for the audience's sake, it's called "What will the next four? What do you think the next 4 years will look like?" Parentheses liberals only, because I don't want to like, I had a conservative on there a few weeks ago telling people that the vaccines are ineffective, that people have a right to refuse a vaccine. This nonsense. And it's like, I said, that's like dangerous stuff to tell people, oh no, look, other people's lives don't matter. You're right to just like refuse the vaccine and essentially kill people, if that's what you want to do. If you have this virus, you have that right. So anyways, like that's why I limited the group to just liberals. And God, some I guess these kids, they might be in their 20s, whatever. There's some, but younger people came on their last meeting, and it was the best meeting we had. And I'm expecting they'll come back this week, next week actually. But it was such a great meeting, and so I look forward to that. So thank you, guys. That was very cool. What else? I guess I could thank you for like, I've been since New York State legalized cannabis. Before, I've been like, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but like I've been consuming medical marijuana for a bit over 2 years now. And it's been wonderful. It's been world changing, actually. Life changing. A year into it, I became very religious again. I joined a synagogue. I regularly attend. I'm going to services tomorrow, and I've done 3 series, almost 30 episodes of this, and then 2 other series totaling 120 episodes. So I've been extremely productive this last year. Plus, I've initiated, the financing of the documentary. So basically, but before New York State legalized, I very much wanted it to be legalized because it's, cannabis is a medicine. It's like it relieves anxiety much better than the tranquilizers, Xanax, Zoloft, whatever, the different Valium. My God, like, cannabis is so much safer and effective. And it's not like, a lot of meds, they deal with anxiety or depression, whatever, but they don't make you healthier physically and all. But like, since cannabis works on the endocannabinoid system, which is like the largest neuroreceptor system in our body. And God, I guess I must be talking to the audience much more than you, but like, because of that, consuming cannabis is actually healthier than not in a lot of ways. Again, because if our society wasn't so anxiety producing and so, filled with a lot of depression, it might be different. I don't know, but it's 1,000 times better than alcohol. And I'm not going to put down alcohol because, like, a lot of people work really hard during the day. They get home, alcohol works to them. I'm just saying, like, for so many people, me included, cannabis, medical marijuana has just like made such a difference. And so now I'm kind of like, because New York State, New Jersey just legalized. Virginia, I think the governor just signed a law into an effect. New Mexico legalized earlier this year. Um, Connecticut is probably going to legalize this year, just because, like, I'm no longer, because I was afraid to talk about it because I didn't want to like jinx it or whatever. So I'm not, I don't have that fear anymore. So, so I'm celebrating, and I actually like, I was thinking of doing a program on climate rescue capitalism, because I submitted the paperwork to the studio. But now, and that's what, like, they're giving me a lot of time. I did that maybe a couple of months ago. But now I think, no, I think I want to do a show on cannabis, I think. But I gotta think about that, because like if I do a show on that, I like to be informed when I do series, especially series about things about which there's a lot of information. And so, I got to think about them more. Anyway, but what I wanted to do is like, I wanted kind of like to celebrate this plant that is like, it's like a gift from God. It's kind of like, it's not an accident that wine, alcohol was a sacrament in Judaism, in Christianity is a sacrament. So like cannabis is in that same category. We're now beginning to understand that. But anyway, to celebrate that, I want to show you what I just got. Hold on. And I gotta like put this up. I gotta put this up. I'm not gonna do it today because I'm a little tired now. But anyway, check this out. This is like, I got this for like $8 or so on Amazon, and it's a cool tapestry. So I was thinking of initially framing it. I don't know if you could hear me when I was that far away, but I was thinking of initially framing it. It's a little too big for the frame that I was thinking of. So I'm thinking of I've got this great strip of wood, very thin wood, that I'm just gonna like staple it on the back and then like hang it up, that way. So that should be good. So thanks, God, that's nice. Okay, what else? So, yeah, no, things have been going well. And it feels like I'm getting closer to painting, starting to paint. Who knows when that's going to happen, but that's all right, because like, the music's going really well. I am, yesterday, a lot of what I did was like rearranging like my amps and guitar pedals and stuff. And it seems to be working out better. All right, so God, now, yeah, I've got to like actually, with these guitars, the fretboard, I don't know if I could show you, I don't have a guitar here, but the sides, yeah, I can, hold on. All right, this one this is a classical guitar, and I've never had to do this, but if you see the sides on the fret, sometimes when you buy the guitar, they're all flush, they've been sanded, it's really nice. So when you go like this, you're not, scratching onto your finger, because that's what's happened. My thumb is kind of like, over here. It's like, it's pretty abraded, because a couple of my guitars, what happened is like, I bought them and they were fine, but with different weather changes, heat, whatever, sometimes the wood shrinks and the metal doesn't shrink, so they protrude out. So anyway, so you gotta like, I need to sand those things, and got to do it the right way. But I'm not, again, I really want to get out and enjoy myself today. That is the order of the day. And why isn't this working? Hold on. All right, so this is good enough. So, all right, so, but the bass playing is going so well, and yeah, things are going well. What else? All right, let me start asking you for stuff, God, because like, things are going well, but there's apparently more that you're demanding of me. So so basically I'm trying to figure out what it is that I need your help with. Well, yes, I mean, like, I'd like you to, just like, don't take 40 years to get me to start, because I want to make some vegan cheese. I've got the ingredients, well, except one, whatever, I got to rebuy it. And so like, I want to like make my vegan cheese so I can put it on my vegan pizza when I make vegan pizza from scratch. It's so cool. So thank you for this, God. I mean, like, and like for a while, these pizzas I was making were so good that I was gaining weight. So now I've got that under control. I'm still a pound or two above, and I'm working on it. I'm not going to give up this, like, failure on reaching this limit, or maybe going to 150, whatever. I'm 154, 55. I want to be at least 153. But yeah, I need to do that. But the thing is, like, so like, I'm looking forward to being able to make these pizzas. I buy the shells at the Dollar Tree for $1. I mean, it's amazing. They're not thick shells like like they sell in supermarkets for like $3, $4. They're thinner, which is less calories. It's fine. But then I buy the pizza sauce, same place, $1 for like, I guess you can make 2 or 3 pizzas with that sauce. And then it's really great. And I've been using mozzarella from ShopRite or Whole Foods. In Whole Foods, I was getting Gouda cheese and cheddar, which works out well too on pizza, really. So, but anyway, then I put on like some olives, some frozen peppers and onions that then I thaw, and put into the sauce, kind of like, and mushrooms. And so it really is working out, so I appreciate that, God. But I would really appreciate if you have me finally, get that, make that vegan cheese. Because I don't, I refuse to buy the $1 a pack, processed, cheese-like product that's kind of like cheese, but it's not made of milk. But they do, see, the problem is they have a trace amount of milk, and I'm trying to like up my vegan game. I used to say, fine, a trace of milk, a trace of eggs is all right, but I'm trying to like go, stricter vegan. So that's why I want to make this vegan cheese. All right, and actually, I'm not going to do this again today, probably, maybe later, but now thank you for having me look for, and hopefully I'll soon buy, a shirt that will say vegan, because when I do these episodes, when I do that meetup group and other classes, I like to, not just with what I say and how I dress otherwise, but with these these t-shirts, or shirts, whatever. I've worn them in the past, whatever, for different causes, but I want to be able to wear that. So like, anyway, but I just have to look for one that I really like. So all right, God, what else? Now you've been having me, postpone playing some bass while doing this. I mean, it's not a complicated thing, God. I mean, like, basically I just have to like plug in the bass guitar, change. I want to use a different camera. It's just changing the camera. It's a simple, click on the zoom, and changing the mic from this webcam mic that I'm using to the interface, where I've got the bass, plugged into. And so again, let's talk about this, guy. I mean, like, as with the as with that door ringer plate thing that you had me wait 40 years. Sometimes you make me wait so long to do things. Like this painting, it's been months. It's been like that. It's been weeks at least for this. So like, I would appreciate it. Sometime soon, if you're not too busy. That I really want to, because like I want to just show the audience that like I'll be playing some bass, and I'll either be playing to a drum track or have like some backing instrumentals for some popular songs that I may want to jam to. But I basically just want to show the audience how like I'm improvising on bass guitar, and this relates to everything being up to God, and this show is supposed to be about God, but well, at least I'm talking to you. I mean, and yes, you gave me the idea I should probably start talking about you. And actually, you also gave me the idea that one of the guys on my meetup this last Tuesday happens to be a Christian religious person. And you know, he seems sharp. He's a young, sharp person. I may want to, you know, ask him if he wants to, you know, co-host this series, make it easier, make it more fun. It's always better with a co-host. Although with a co-host, I mean, like, actually, God, you are my co-host, right? I mean, except you don't say much, or, well, actually, no, you say whatever you say through me, I get it. All right. Or whatever thoughts you put in whoever's watching's mind as they're watching it. But anyway, so yeah, I want to, all right, now it's, what else? What else? We've got about 7 minutes. Yeah, I've been doing so much. And God, I want to relax more. I have been, you know, I've been doing a lot, you know, like for me, I guess it's a lot more than I'm accustomed to, because I'm feeling so much less anxiety and a lot more is getting done, but it gets tiring. But so God, and last night, this was great. You know, I meditated, I think from 10:30 at night till about 1 in the morning. And I love when that happens, you know, so like, yes, I want to go out today, hang out, listen to some Beatles out there, whatever. And then when I get back later in the evening, no, maybe it's like as early though as like 7 or 8 or 9, you know, I want to meditate a lot tonight, you know, 3, 4, 5 hours if possible, because, you know, that will not only relax me for that evening, of course, but the next day, usually, sometimes it lasts several days. I mean, you know, last night's meditation, again, I've been doing stuff for several hours, so that accounts for I'm feeling a bit of anxiety. And actually, I got to thank you, God. You know, one of the things I've been working on is to try to be more relaxed while doing these things, and to talk more slowly. It's not have this kind of like what in psychology is referred to as pressured speech, where like a person's talking and you can hear the anxiety in their voice. You know, so I mean, you know, some people are so very relaxed when they talk, like a guru, or sometimes, or usually, hopefully. But I you know, I want to do that not just to make a better presentation for the audience, but so it feels better for me. So, you know, because I want to enjoy doing these episodes. Okay. What else? Thank you. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wear my, you know, I like these. Well, no, this is a collar shirt, but anyway, I've got these thermal long sleeve shirts that I got an Old Navy, which, you know, if I want some more there, I'm going to have to order them online or go into Yonkers, because like the Old Navy and White Plains just closed, you know, it was in the Galleria. But what I want to do is like wear one of those thermal undershirts, because I think it's kind of like cool today. I haven't been out yet. But then over it, wear my Beatles Let It Be shirt. That I want to look, you know, I want to do that today. That should be cool. You know, all right. And you know, just relative to that, God, yes, what I'm thinking of doing is like basically having this apartment resemble a college dorm room. Remember when you were in college, if you went to college, that like basically, you know, we had our posters, and I was like, you know, I inherited a bunch of posters from my older brother who went to Woodstock, and like Beatles posters and stuff, psychedelic stuff. I can't believe I don't have that anymore. That's like, but I'm sure that, you know, those same posters are still on the internet. But anyway, what I'd like to do, God, is basically add to the design, because it's kind of like that already in some ways, but add to it and get more, because I hear, for the audience's sake, you know, there was at least one experiment, perhaps a series, where they went into nursing homes and they basically they redesigned the residents' rooms to look like they appeared when they were in college or younger and stuff, and then they had them dress and kind of like act, or, you know, behave as if they were, let's say, 18 instead of 88 or whatever. And yes, this experiment demonstrated that not only did that cause the residents to feel better, it also caused them to become healthier, by various measures, I imagine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You had me go into that very cool shop in the Westchester last week and look through their posters. I was looking for a Let It Be poster that I didn't find, but there was there's a Pink Floyd poster there of the iconic Dark Side of the Moon album, which is, it's the #1 album ever, and nobody's going to catch them, at least for a long time. It was I think it came out in '75. And, and I don't play I don't jam to Floyd anymore that much. Maybe I have to revisit them because like the Beatles, to me, feel so much more positive. But Pink Floyd is amazing. Their music is amazing. So actually, thank you, God. I'm thinking of getting actually I might have ordered it. See, I've been doing so much. I want to get a better delay pedal for my guitars. So because like the David Gilmour of Pink Floyd, he had amazing lead guitar, and he used it. I just saw on a web page his main effect was the delay at 225 milliseconds delay. I don't know. I gotta look into that stuff. But anyway, so that was good. All right, God. So we've got about a minute and 22 seconds left for this. Yeah, I'm not. What did I ate a salad, and I'm not hungry. I had one of those, banana shakes, which was good. Banana water and a little chocolate powder, and just like one of those handheld mixer things that you just like turn it on there for like half a minute, whatever, and it's all, you make a great banana smoothie. I don't know what you call it. No dairy stuff there. All right. So thank you for allowing me to do this, God. And yes, I think I definitely, will do tomorrow's episode later tonight, but I just want to get out while the sun is out. It's almost 3 o'clock. And so I'll do that later. But all right, so audience, thank you for watching. Catch this every Monday through Friday on White Plains Community Media, channel 76 if you get Optimum, 45 if you get Verizon. And if you live in some of these towns like Scarsdale, Ardsley, Tarrytown, and you get Verizon, you can get it there. All right, thanks for watching. God willing, I will see you soon.